How do you feel about that, man? Pastors flaunting their wealth so people can follow them more.
Yeah, no, I mean, it makes sense from a scammer standpoint, but we've always had people that sell snake oil. You know, snake oil being like, I'm going to sell you this dream oil. This works, but it really doesn't work. You know what I mean? And we have these mega churches like let's say like Joel Osteen or we've seen this before, like Creflo Dollar, TD Jakes. I'll even throw them in that category, right? They're not considered scammers. Peter Popoff. Like, this is not the first time we've seen preachers using their religious word and the word of God to make some money. And I think that they're going to, I don't know if whatever punishment is going to happen, but you can't be fooling people that are looking for enlightenment. And they're looking for enlightenment within that religion. And they're looking at you as the lead person, that the studied man, you know, that has this close relationship with God, to then give them messages or whatever that is, you know? So if you want to blame him or blame the people for being easily swayed or easily followed, that's a different conversation. But they know what they're doing. The preacher knows what they're doing, you know? So I think that shit's disgusting. You know, I don't like that shit.
Yeah, church is a big business. But I feel like the thing that we miss is that this is all happening in Kansas City.
It's happening across America.
Who cares?
This is happening across America.
Yeah, but him saying cheap, busted, disgusted, all that stuff. I'm in a church in Kansas City hearing this. Bro, I do not care. I'm going back to LA like, yeah, they got some, you should hear about this pastor I heard while I was in Kansas City.
Yeah, but it seems
that's
like
how the internet has everything so stretched. Someone in Kansas City is viral right now. And everyone's talking about pastors and church. Bro, church has been a scam. At least he was upfront about it. This guy is straight up. Give me my fucking Movado. At least he's not like, come on, guys. Give 10% of your income. Do it for God. We have bills to pay. Keep the lights on. He's like, no, I need a fucking watch. Y'all ain't bust me down. Christmas came and went. Y'all got gifts for your kids. What about gifts for your daddy? Me. No. At least he's upfront about it, bro. Ain't he in Kansas City with it? Come on, I gotta be out here in fucking buttfuck Kansas City. Y'all better bless me.
Man. They got exams.
That shit is disgusting and that shit is predatory, honestly. I'm gonna hate on it.
Honestly, I think the people who are doing it, they understand the gravity of the internet. You know, because they understand influence, they understand power. So they're like, okay, let me try to make this bread. And how many people are gonna follow a fucking raggedy ass priest? You think anybody wants to listen to a raggedy ass priest? No.
Maybe not in America.
But it don't cost
like
that much.
America standard, but nah, bro, that's not what the basis of what that shit is talking about, you know? Like, really, religion disapproves of materialism majority of the time. There's no time where it's like, oh, yeah, go buy that new house, go buy that new car, unless, you know, you're like really tending to your cattle. Like, they talk about shit like that, you know? But it's not talking about you ruling the fucking world from a material standpoint. Like, King Solomon, that's how he kind of fucked up, you know? Because that's a whole story.
I think you just got it backwards. Back then, cattle, right? Food is basically the currency back then.
Right.
So nowadays, our currency is just bread, like money, dollar bills. So if you need a fucking rollie to get up there, because look, how is he going to be preaching the gospel when he ain't got no cattle? And fuck the congregation, they're not the cattle. Right. He needs to have a Movado on his wrist.
Hey, man.
Or he's going to look pussy. Because it's like, how you broke and you telling us, like, you know, about God. It doesn't go hand in hand.
Yeah, because look.
It's science.
Because I understand that point, but it's like, I'm gonna hate on it just because it's like, bro, we don't need this as a community. We don't need your ass up there telling motherfuckers you want to wear a Movado. What's 3 things that's inside every black community?
Movado.
Yep.
Gucci.
Yep.
Polo.
Yep.
Fendi.
Yep. What's 3 things that's inside every black community?
Violence.
A church, a liquor store, and a single black mom. And that single black mom has a child, and she's going to try to fill that void and teach that child some type of ethical sense, some moral compass, and she's going to take his ass to a church or put him in some sports.
And she's going to get his ass a Movado.
Exactly. No. He has to make it to the NFL or NBA and then get the Movado.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay,
so
I'm tracking.
When you know that church is a staple of the community like that, and you use your time to go up there and you're preaching that type of shit, bro, you need to get kicked out of the community type shit. Like, fuck that. Like, we don't need to hear you say anything else. That's fucked up.
But your pastor, like, it doesn't seem like God blessed him if he doesn't have the watch, if he doesn't have the suit, if he doesn't have.
Well, in that case, he needs to use the word and go sow some more seeds so he can reap what he, you know what I'm saying? Like, go do some more shit. If this is your day job, it's not paying you well, get a different job. If you want some more money or go do some other shit, like, if you're not happy with your income.
All right, but in his defense, if there's
What, that plane was looking nice and
Movado, he didn't
Movado's
ask
looking
for no
nice.
rollie,
He
bro.
wants some gators, you know what I'm saying?
Movado,
So,
Yo, at
Movado,
least
like,
he didn't ask for a fucking jet.
Movado
the
like
other people.
$700. If you have 20 people in that room, right? Let's do this math. 700 divided by 20. Everyone only has to give him $35. He's not worth your Red Lobster money. He comes up there and preaches the word to y'all. You can't give him a little 35. You can't just not eat.
they cheap busted and disgusted.
Hold off on the eggs during your grocery shopping. Hold off on the eggs. Hold off on the milk. You're more than halfway there.
Look, he might be the reason black people don't tip.
Because they're giving all their money to the community.
Exactly,
You're
bro.
right, you're right.
Look, they go to Red Lobster. They're like, all right, bill's $200. Here's $201.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh man, my bad. I can't tip."
I gave the rest to my pastor. He needed a Movado.
He didn't even ask for a Rolex, man. I love that. I love that.
He should have asked for a rollie though.
If you looking for one person to teach you a whole book, you're dumb. I'm just gonna say that straight out.
No, that's why I go to two churches, two pastors.
That makes
They
sense.
both teach you.
Different interpretations.
Yeah, yeah,
Different
yeah.
perceptions.
Cash.
Yeah, I'll be like, that's not what Pastor Robles said.
How about
Sorry,
you
I
read
go
the
to
book
a
for yourself
I go to a
and then
Hispanic one and a black one.
figure
That's
it
why.
Robles?
Pastor Robles didn't say that. See, he actually said it different.
Have you guys ever donated to a church?
Nope.
When I was younger, and you just sit there, and my mom would like throw the money in the bucket. Yeah.
How many times did it go around though?
Not like
The-
one
the-
time.
the
Everybody
bucket.
go around. Or matter of fact, maybe like once or twice. It might be two dudes kind of walking.
I've been in the mosque and that shit went around so many times in one prayer.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was supposed to just go around maybe twice. You know, now everybody gets
Bro,
to do it.
that shit is
Came
all the
around
business.
5 times, son.
It's
5
all
times.
the business, bro.
And then don't take the money and then have no cosmetic improvements to your church. You don't have any improvements to the band. You got the same old ass deacon that's been over there since
I bet you got that
1957.
Rolls Rizzo outside.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
got the
that's
Rolls Royce
nice.
outside. Talking about God wanted me to have this. Like, but we've seen this same, blueprint before. I don't understand how people still fall for this shit. I mean, I do understand it. Because they're looking for something to fill that fucking void. They're looking for something to look for, and they're going to find it from this young, charismatic guy to tell them what they want to hear every Sunday.
Yeah, he
That's
is
some
mad
bullshit.
charismatic,
Hell yeah,
bro.
man.
Yeah.
I think Andrew Tate should open up a church.
Yeah, he could.
Oh no, he's Muslim mosque. I think he could do it. I think that's his next move.
Anybody that's a pastor could do some shit like that. I mean, you kind of have, you have to have certain qualities that make you build a cult. You have a following in a way. So if you're that type of person that could talk up there and lead people and fill them with the Holy Spirit and get in some gusto, all you got to do is change the topic from Jesus to what? Selling shoes.
But that's the thing.
It
It's harder.
don't really matter.
It's harder though because they have low key like a built-in fix because they just leading you toward God. So that's their big centerpiece. If you leave here, you're not right with God. But if you Andrew Tate or they're like fake cult leaders, bro. Because if you have an actual cult, you got to get them on your ideology. They got to think of you as God, and they got to be willing to drink some poison for you. But if you're a pastor, you got God behind you. You got to be like, yeah, give me a Rolex, give me this, give me that, give me. Sure, big fella's asking. You know what time it is. I don't make
strike
the
you
rules.
down.
Exactly. See, it's kind of like a built-in cult. It's not fair.
I'm
shit
curious.
fucked
Do you
up.
guys think people are still going to be going to this church after the apology?
Hell
Shit,
yeah.
I would.
Hell
Ain't
yeah.
nothing else going on in Kansas City. Let's go watch the
Bro,
show.
send
Bro, you didn't hear all the
son.
people cheering in the background?
That
Yes, Lord. Yes, you can.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, but bitch, why you saying come on? How much money you threw in?
That was probably his wife.
Come
Grandma.
on, we need
That's
it.
his auntie.
2 Movados.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, it got us to talk about Kansas City, so he's doing something right, man.
It's either basketball or churches there.
Props to the pastor.
Man, fuck that nigga.
Wow. You're going to say
Wow,
that
you're
about a
gonna say
man
that
of
about
God?
I don't give a fuck. Fuck that nigga. Everybody's people of God. Everybody's a man and woman of God, you motherfucker.
Yeah, but you don't speak directly to God like the pastor does.
Yeah,
He talks to
that
him.
same creator that created him created me and the motherfucking flowers and trees and dirt and shit. So
And he created the guys who made Movados.
he
That were
did.
created
You know,
by a
right?
clump of
You
cells.
Nah, he made
Come
the
on,
clump
man.
of cells.
He's a clump of cells,
You know
man.
what I'm
He's just a
saying?
clump of cells.
Man, what we got? Oh, okay, you know what?